And that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a voice for the animal.
Yeah.
I've been in doing this sort of work with the greyhounds, trying to right the wrong since 1977.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a marathon.
Yeah, that is a
So,
long time.
you know, I lost 4 clinics fighting these budgers.
Yeah, that's the hard
And
part, isn't
I
it?
had
There's
the
a
truth
cost.
and they lied, covered it up. I can't believe how the mainstream media covers stuff up.
Oh,
They're the worst.
they are.
And I wasn't out there to shut it down. I was there to change it because I looked at it this way. The government's the shareholders, so the best we can do is clean it up.
Yep.
I want it cleaned up in-house. I want the animals to stop being killed, the greyhounds from being shot, stop the punters from being ripped off with them race fixing, and the owners and trainers. And I want all the corrupt board members removed and prosecuted. With my stuff was showing how much corruption was in there with all the government departments. You know, pretty much
Yeah.
a boys' club.
Oh, it is.
And then what happens is, once that was revealed, Pauline Hanson's got me stuff with her lawyers at the moment, right? So we'll soon see how good she is.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And as you know, every one of the senators got it. You know, you saw my
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right? So isn't it amazing that even Pauline sat back on it and not even
Yeah.
contacted me yet, you know?
Yeah.
And she's had that for ages.
I saw when you sort of sent it through to Ricky's office.
Yeah. What was Rick's last name?
Muir. So,
Muir. Yeah,
so
that's
he
right.
was in Victoria. So,
Yes,
yeah, I mean,
So
that's
Rick
another whole...
did get it. Isn't it funny? None of them replied.
No, I know, it's
Because
terrible.
it was so big. The greyhound, uncovering that was so big. And being like their only shareholders are the government, your hands are tied. You know, terrible. Well, you've been in there now and you've seen what senators do and how it's all covered up, the whole lot. Any of them that stepped forward would have helped them with the public. The public would have went, oh my God, the first one that's actually acted on this to try and change it.
So what about the Animal Justice Party and stuff?
I brought in 2013. I brought in Animals Australia, Animals Lib, Animal, and RSPCA. Showed them the evidence and the stuff that they used up there. They wouldn't have that if it weren't for me. And what happened was, I said I want to go after the Attorney General for covering up. They went, what? We're out of it.
So this is Queensland.
Queensland.
Yeah. So what did they...
Well, Animals Liberation, Animal Australia, and RSPCA run because Laurie Statesman, I knocked around with Laurie a bit, he was the investigator for RSPCA, told me that their RSPCA is tipping Racing Queensland off when they go into a raid and tell them to clean their mess up. So he said, I had him on recording and I done a transcript and all that. You know, he was recording me, I was recording him. He knew how it went.
When Byron Hall was Chief Inspector, we had a couple of jobs in regarding to greyhound blade.
Yeah.
Byron and I used to always go out to them.
Yep.
As an act of goodwill, we used to contact the Greyhound Racing Authority.
Yep.
We're going to have a look at this property here. Do you want to come with us?
Yep.
We go out to the property, nothing was there.
Yep.
Byron picked them off.
Then I sent letters to every police sergeant in New South Wales, Victoria, you know, all over. They said, thanks for the support and evidence, Mr. Jamison. This is civil and criminal. This should be in the Crimes Commission in Queensland. So I delivered documents to Jarrett on video and documented a lot. And when that big inquiry broke out, they hid all my evidence. Then I went back and served show cause notice on him. And they removed him out of the office thinking they were quieting down. So when the female come in, I done the same to her. She ignored me until I posted the footage of me serving the documents on her. And then within 2 hours I got an email from her saying it's in the hands of the Crimes Commission. And they're the ones that said they wouldn't even look at it. Because any inquiry, as you know, Sharon, is they will not look at it unless they know the outcome.
Of course,
And with mine was Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Up here they hired Jennifer Farrell to do the task force, paid her $2.6 million to lead it. I gave just only 2 folders to Matt, bar student, which knew Jennifer, gave it to Jennifer. I got a phone call from inside and was told it was going to be taken off her before she even seen it. So I put up a message on Facebook to Jennifer, don't worry, all you good cops are supposed to get me stuff. I heard it's going to be taken off you. We'll just wait for divine timing. You know? Just chill. They took it off her and offered her $1 million to stand down, golden handshake, or they were going to wreck her life. So maybe Jennifer doesn't want to. Oh yeah, mate, I know, it's been covered up all the way through.
Yeah, it's completely taken over hand shed.
Yeah, I knew that, because I was tipped off that Jennifer was going to be squashed.
Yeah.
And I didn't want...
She's not even part of the commission anymore, not part of the board. She was heading it up.
They pulled her out, because she would have acted on it.
They gave her a big payout too. They gave her $1 million payout.
Yeah.
Literally $1 million.
Yeah.
She had to go. No choice. She had to go.
Yeah.
Like they told her.
Yeah.
You either go with the golden handshake or you go without.
Yeah.
What she suggested was you need to get to the ABC, you need to get to all the news people.
They've been shut down.
And get them to come to you, but you need to get them talking again.
Yeah. So she told Maddie to tell me to go to the media and spread my evidence far and wide, which I did. And this other stuff that's going to be sent, hand-delivered to all the senators and the Speaker of Parliament is unseen stuff. This is the stuff that's going to crush them. And I uncovered, a judge saying to the lawyers, if they look at my stuff, they'll be disbarred and all that.
So, they basically said to your family, because my brother's FAS, he's a diplomatic liaison officer in Germany now. So, my sister's a cop in Victoria. I'm the only one who didn't serve. And they said, with your family, you think you'd have some more experience about this. That's what they said. Yeah. They know you.
They know how big it is, oh God.
And they told me to stay out of it. They told me, gave me a big tap on the shoulder. They said, if you ever want to pass the bar.
And what was that, the lawyers?
Yeah. So that tells me that
how big
what you've got is real.
It is real, mate. So how high up did it come? How high up?
A judge.
A judge. So right, that's why they.
A retired Chief Justice of the West Australian Court, a retired Chief Justice, actually said to me, "Don't get involved." Literally, they said, if you ever want to pass the bar with your family history, because my dad's actually Director of Operations for ASIO, my brother's a diplomatic liaison officer in Germany. They said, with your family history, you think you know better, be smarter than that, all this sort of stuff.
It will be changed because it will be in Parliament, and they all will fall. It's got to the stage.
Timing.
It is timing, and it's got to the stage now. If they come after me and kill me now, I went missing. Doesn't matter. My stuff's everywhere, just waiting.
And they obviously know that.
Oh, they know that. Yeah.
Hello, good, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, so
I did try to ring you earlier.
Yes.
Right, there you go. Okay, now you were a witness to stuff which obviously, was ignored by the court. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, so I was just looking at that video that Malcolm had on the RSPCA. I had an experience of something that was quite corrupt going on in relation to RSPCA.
We've heard stories exactly like this. There's a huge amount of lies going through that inspectorate area of the RSPCA, how animals come into their possession, how they're treated, and the coercion, corruption in terms of getting them back to their true owners.
Yes. Yeah.
Almost having to buy back your own animal stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I went along with an animal chiropractor, John Jemison, who was asked to do some treatments on these dogs because they'd been injured from being held captive for 4 years, pretty much.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. I went along with, I think he did maybe four treatments he did on the animals. So I went along on one of those occasions to be a witness. We arrived at the RSPCA at Gympie and met Dan Rogers at the gate. Then once we got inside, went round to the treatment shed, then waited for the dogs to be brought round, and they were brought round. They weren't restrained, they weren't muzzled, and these are dogs that had been, in there because they're dangerous
Supposedly
dogs.
violent.
Yes, and Dan was supposed to be staying for all the visits, each of those sessions.
What was his role?
He's the Chief Investigating Officer for Gympie Council. He was supposed to be present for the treatments, and then he just left us alone with the dogs, and the dogs weren't on a lead or anything when I was present with them. It was just really hard.
So why were the dogs there?
Well, they'd been accused of killing another animal at a property near their home. But what had actually had occurred was somebody let the dogs out of the gate. They were kept enclosed in their yard. Someone had let them out on that occasion, and they were seen somewhere in the vicinity of where this animal had been killed, this other dog. John Jemison's sitting here with me. He's the one that, knows all about it. I was just the witness on one
Put
occasion.
it on the line if you like.
Yeah, I've got you on speaker so he's hearing what you're saying, and I'll just let him.
John Jamison here, mate. How are you?
Oh, good.
What this is all about, this is really, really big. My mate, Price Hill and Kate Hill, was sitting on evidence, corruption against the RSPCA.
Right.
And this is big evidence of Laurie Statesman. I've got it on audio and video and in transcripts that Laurie Statesman was the inspector that's on TV, that the RSPCA tips off Racing Queensland when they're going to do a raid.
Yes.
And they found out that he was sitting on the evidence at his place. His dogs were let out. So it was a vendetta why they took his dogs and then said that his dogs killed this other dog. They were impounded for 4 years. I was doing a
Why for 4 years?
Well, it was harassment. The dogs have only just been put down, haven't they?
Yeah, it was only
Have they been put down?
Yeah, we don't know for sure they've been put down.
Or have they been sold,
Was there a court case
Yeah, it was a court case. 4 years ago, I was asked, because I go in and I do some private investigations as well. Pricey and Kate asked me, would I investigate what's happened with their dogs? So I ended up getting back in there with Dan Rogers, and we talked about everything. That's why they didn't want my evidence in the court, and it was filed. I have all the evidence, the proof. Dan Rogers had the evidence of all the cover-ups.
Why did the magistrate refuse to look at it or consider it?
Because it would open an inquiry into Dan Rogers in the RSPCA and the council.
So?
That's right.
So what was put to the magistrate? Are you suggesting the magistrate was corrupt too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Dan Rogers sent Kate an email and said he doesn't want that evidence in there. The evidence was already filed. I went up with Pricey and filed it. The evidence there should have been a proper investigation opened on the RSPCA there. See, I've got a lot of other stuff on RSPCA as well. And I've got witnesses, I've got witness statements, I've got videos, and I've got audios, I've got transcripts of the whole lot.
All right. Now, we know this whole area is rotten to the core. We know that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We've had, Malcolm, the senator,
Yes.
Senator Roberts, put a call out basically in the Senate for people to contact us and tell us their stories.
Yep.
And we've been absolutely overloaded with stories of bad practices coming out of them.
Yeah, it's disgraceful. And, I tried to get...
It's a racket.
I tried to get stuff to Pauline in the Senate, and it all got sent back to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I had some real big...
Should have come to me. Send it back to me if you've still got it.
Yep, I will. Okay. Well, I'll hand it to you, and then you got it.
All right, excellent.
All right.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
I can assure you, we're taking this very, very seriously.
Yeah.
There's people who've lost, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of animals.
Yep.
Animals have been put down. We've seen people just being purely vindictive, and as you've said, this is an example of that.
Yep.
But we've also seen them where they've come in and taken away puppies of rare breeds and basically on-sold them the next day.
That's right. And, you know, can I tell you something? That I've had 24 animals poisoned to silence me.
That's right.
And I've got all the evidence. And my vehicles have been damaged. So, you know, the RSPCA pretty scared of my evidence.
Yep.
We'll definitely get it to you.
Good, let's do something with it.
We will.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I look forward to hearing from you both. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye. Thank you.
Senator Roberts' office, Tabitha speaking. Hello?
Hi, I have a document delivery for Hugh Carter.
Sure, I'll come out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Hi.
Hi.
Um,
You need me to sign this?
oh, yes, please. So, it's a cover letter, which is there. Affidavit of Christ Adam Hill. John Jamison's affidavit, which is in that file. And in this big folder is petition signed. And one more thing. That's the USB, and that's what's on the USB.
Yeah. So what is this regarding?
The cover-ups and corruption of RSPCA.
RSPCA.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is expecting it.
He knows about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got
But
it?
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.
Thank you.